everyone, Lawton here with Verified Investing, back with another Pro Chart video. And in today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about stocks and what's moving in the market today, starting with the S&P. As we all know, the FOMC was today, and while rates remained unchanged, initially they talked about potentially higher inflation, but as the day went on and the press conference continued, the stock market actually turned up a little bit before coming back in. So let's hop right into it, shall we? And we can start here with the S&P. S&P is down. Yep, is down actually. And if I go in a little closer to the 10-minute mark, 10-minute time frame, we see that heading into the FOMC, the stock market, the S&P was actually positive. Right, we're actually green on the day, somewhere around 750. Initially, the minutes came out, and we had a really decent sell, about a 1% sell, followed by a push up almost to that flat line on the S&P before a continued reversal. On the daily chart, the S&P failed to make new highs, and is actually heading towards a gap fill, likely tomorrow if we see additional selling. That would be about a 0.4% drop from the current level, just under $742. On the QQQ, similar story, right? We were green for most of the day, or actually negative now, but we're green for most of the day. Ended up selling off as a result of that meeting. And there is a gap fill about, let's see, about $7 lower, about 1% lower here on the Qs to take a look at. Should we get a continued sell tomorrow and fall, say 1% or so in the S&P and the Qs, you're likely to see a bounce there. On Bitcoin, a bit of a different story. So Bitcoin has been kind of underperforming relative to the rest of the markets, right? But as we're talking about stocks, I just want to briefly mention Bitcoin. Bitcoin doing kind of nothing, kind of trading along the rest of the markets, but the Qs are continuing to sit around flat for the day. ARM, really important here. Amazing push up, one of the leading semiconductors, up 11%, right? And if we take a look at the news, their price target has been raised to about $500. Wow, really great push here on ARM. And looking for resistance, for me, when I try to find resistance, it's a little difficult just because of how extended to the upside this stock is. And we ended up running to a little resistance here. We had a previous high, the high basically of, I believe, almost the high of 2025, but the high in October through the previous all-time highs, which we did end up hitting, just on the 2nd of June. And look where price ended up today, basically perfectly hitting this trend line almost to the T around 447-ish. For resistance. Now ARM tomorrow and moving forward, 450, 470 could provide some levels of resistance, right? If you want to try and draw a couple more narrow trend lines, I don't blame you. However, you're looking at a really steep trend line here, right? Which, while it could provide resistance, that resistance wouldn't be until say 550, right? Well above the analyst target of $500. So this is a stock to keep an eye on. And as these semiconductors continue to push up, you'd think the SMH, the semiconductor ETF also had a nice push, and it did, right? Up about 3.6% today. Unfortunately, not making new all-time highs. And the reason why is because some of the leaders of the pack, NVIDIA, guys, well off of their highs. NVIDIA's down about 12, almost 13% from their all-time highs. And you see money kind of rotate out of NVIDIA into some of these other stocks. Another one of these stocks that I'd like to talk about is AMAT, Applied Materials, up about 7% today. At its highest was up almost 10% already at all-time highs. Now for me, looking at potential levels of resistance, I got to scroll back, look for trend lines, right? But there isn't anything, really solid there. Maybe if you try really hard to connect some of these trend lines, you may find some levels of resistance, right? But it looks like this trend line was already hit today. We did get a decent pullback from that trend line, about a 2% fall. So that is nice to see. But moving forward, you're looking at psychological numbers closer to 640, 650 and such, off of a nice analyst upgrade, right? And then the final stock I really want to talk about before going to some other stuff is SanDisk, right? And SanDisk, look at this. SanDisk had really crazy price action today. I'm just going to highlight this beautiful trend line, which we ran up, hit it, and then had an awesome pullback from. But here on SanDisk, for me, next resistance would be a retrace to this trend line, a move of probably 10-ish% around 2,200. Now that seems like an outlandish number, but as you see, that's not too far away. We were at 2170 just yesterday, right? And on SanDisk, we initially opened up higher, right? Quite a ways higher, about a 4% higher before getting a broader sell-off, and was actually had about a 6%, 6.5% sell from the opening price. However, as we see here, we're slightly positive, about 1.5% here on SanDisk, right? So that's also something to just keep an eye on, right? If it gets into this 2,200 level, I'd absolutely love to take a short position there. The last stock I want to talk about is one that's been kind of beaten up but rallying recently. This HIMS, since its lows in May, has had a great 53% recovery, and for me is solidly breaking out of this nice inverse head and shoulders pattern. Let me go ahead and draw this, and you see this, boom, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, amazing move up, and we see that HIMS is way off of its highs, still about 55% down from its highs. And let's just get this measured move right here. Nice push higher. Beautiful push. And that measured move would take it about 71% higher than the break. Right, so around $50.50. So we'll see if HIMS can continue to maintain this upward momentum, or is it going to falter at the upcoming resistance, which is coming up here at around 36.45. So this is a key level on HIMS that I will likely look to potentially take a short position on the stock tomorrow if it were able to push up another 3%, as it's had a great push up since its earnings. All right. With that being said, that's all I have for you today. My name again is Lawton Ho here with Verified Investing. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and leave a comment down below. We really appreciate it. It also helps the algorithms know that you want to see more content just like this. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe. I know these markets are crazy, but we'll get through it together. Have a good one. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.